If you have your energy suppressed, how do you know, for starters? Well, think back to a time in your life where things just seem like nothing can take your energy away. Nobody can stop you. You are in control absolutely 100%, totally, of your own life, of your own happiness, of the actions that you took. But right now that seems to be absent in your life. That's one of the ways you know that your energy is suppressed. Now, what are some of the keys? What are some of the warnings, some of the insights that your energy is being suppressed? Well, number one, well, we just told you about how you know, but what are the things that are actually suppressing it? My apologies. One, it could be people. Most times, we allow other people to suppress our energy. And this is one of the most common ones, right? Like, this could also be your family members. This could be a significant other. Let me not get hit. This could be a teacher, right? How many of us have professors that were just hating on you, or making you feel like your writing skills weren't enough, or making you feel like your reading level wasn't up to par with the other students, and that had affected you in a negative manner? Make sure I'm not getting hit here, right? Your environment, one of the things that could suppress you. So when I was in Chiang Mai at one point, in Thailand, 3 of the months of the year, the pollution was so terrible that I just wasn't able to breathe. And I never took pollution and air quality and environmental reasons as something that could take me out of my game, but it made me feel sick. And because my thoughts are always on my lungs and how I felt like I was smoking for 15 plus years, knowing damn well I don't smoke, that it became a stressor, right? It started to inflame my brain. It started to inflame my joints. It started to inflame my lungs. And all of that caused stress. And that stress allowed my thoughts to start to deter away from who I am, from what I am. It started to suppress my energy because it made me focus on things more in the fog of my mind rather than with a clear conscience. And that started to overall, time, day by day, week by week, start to suppress and really hinder what my subconscious mind had for habits. And those habits became like, I started staying in the house more, right? Because the AC was like the best situation you had. I didn't even have an air purifier. I needed an air purifier, but it was still better than being outside in the smog, okay? Now, what we're talking about right now is the suppression of energy. What are some of the ways that you know? Well, if you're just not smiling, if you find yourself as somebody that, especially that used to smile all the time, but you're no longer smiling, and something is taking that smile from you, understand that, for starters, you're probably the reason that your smile is no longer there, because we don't just lose joy. Joy is a feeling of abundance. It's a feeling that comes within happiness of spontaneity at the same time. And understand that at one point I felt like I just lost my joy. But in reality, I realized I gave my joy away. Now that happened for me for many different reasons. One of the reasons that I realized I gave my joy away was because I was doing things that was just outside of me, right? Like, I was doing things to please other people. I was doing things, living a life where I felt undeserving of certain accomplishments, eating at certain restaurants, spending time with a certain class of people. I felt undeserving. And I learned throughout time that some of that came from social conditioning and like a mental slavery within my own mind. But I realized that I had to actually give that joy away. I never lost it. So if your smile is gone, that's another tactic, another warning sign that, hey, listen up. Your energy is being suppressed. And so those are really what I want to just tap on, to allow you to tap in. If these things are resonating with you, then I'm going to be talking about stuff like this on a regular basis. I'm really all into helping you feel like you're worthy enough. Putting you in a position where you are not only saying consciously that you have faith in yourself, but that the actions are matching that. And that's where the spiritual wellness comes in, is when our values are in coherence with the actual actions. And there's not that gap, there's no chasm in the middle between what we're doing with our actions and what our words are saying. And that's another way right there that you know. When your words and your values and your morals are all misaligned. Because that means that your spiritual wellness is really nowhere near being intact. And that's all spiritual wellness really, really is. It's self-acceptance, self-reliance. You know what I mean? It's all about the self. It's all internal success. Nothing that you can get material. It's nothing to do with this scarf, right? Now, if those things resonated with you, again, I want you to please like this video, subscribe, share with somebody that you know needs this right now, because we need to get this message out there. Too many people in the world have their energy suppressed. Too many people right now are in a position where they know that they want to have more, but they don't even know how to start to begin to do more. But in order to have more, you will have to do more. So isn't that ironic? So if you feel like your energy is suppressed and you feel like these tactics helped you out in some way, shape, or form, this is what I had to go through for my own lessons, my own life, and I want to be able to give that back to you. So I hope that you found value in this. I know you did, especially if you're still listening to this point. So go ahead, subscribe, and just press that like, press that share. You know, spread the word, help somebody else like this video helped you today. Listen, this is Pernell Bobby checking in with you from Indonesia, Bali. Soon we'll be checking back in from Thailand. The air is clear and I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Right now we're on the way to check the link in the bio. You're gonna see the podcast. I'm walking to it right now on foot to the podcast with Renique McFarland, and he's one of the leading experts in the Lady Boss movement. And I'm gonna be coming in today talking about some of my experience within the realm of exercise science and how the mind is in so much more control than what we realize, and that a lot of our behaviors are really just on autopilot and we don't realize it. So not only that, but we got some connections in Tanzania, Africa, that's happening later today at 1:00 p.m. And these are just some of the movements, you know, people wondering like, yo, P, how you make money doing what you do? And all I want to say is like, listen, just do what you do. Stop telling people what you do and just do it. You know what I mean? If you want to change lives and impact lives, just ask yourself in the mirror right now, am I doing that? Am I doing what I say I want to do or not? And that was one of those things that is going to show you that you're suppressing your energy. So, yo, Pernell Bobby checking in. Just want to give you a little insight. And you might see some of the passion, some of the joy in my face right now and my eyes. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. I'll see you soon. Check in, baby.